I don't know what a trash panda is. I'm gonna assume it's something like a litter bug. So I'm just gonna take this stuff and throw it on the ground. Hey guys, PJ here. I'm out at Kess Creek Park in Mayfield, Kentucky today. I got Trash Panda's new canyon. I got the bundle on their website with the original canyon and then the retooled one. I'm gonna play 9 holes today, playing with both discs and see if I can determine which of the two is better. A little unboxing action here. We got a canyon sticker and an Earth Day bingo card. I don't know what a trash panda is. I'm gonna assume it's something like a litter bug. So I'm just gonna take this stuff and throw it on the ground. I think that's what that company's about. Just kidding, I'm gonna throw that away. But we've got Trash Panda. This one says X Proto Flight. Trash Panda Canyon. You probably can't see that. Ghost stamp type action going on. Overstable prototype. And then we got Canyon. So I'm gonna assume this is the original and this is the retooled newer version. We're gonna play with both today and see which one helps us score better. Here's the original prototype versus the new one. There's a bit of a difference in the shape. I think I can see, not very much, but all right, we're gonna start with the prototype and then I'll throw the new one. It says it's an overstable mid-range, so I'm gonna try to see if I can get it to flex out kind of like a zone, but first throw with these brand new discs. No idea how it's gonna go. We'll learn together. And I'm playing the red baskets, which are the shorter ones. So this hole is hole 1, par 3, 188 feet. All right, and we got treed off the tee. Let's see if we can make anything happen with this one. Better shot, hopefully. There we go. Much better shot. All right, we're at the first lie for the prototype. Try to get a little hyzer around this big tree. And parked it. We'll see if I can putt with this thing. It says the flight numbers are 4302. A zone is 4303. And I play with a zone as my main putt and my main approach disc, sometimes a putter, depending on how far out I am. So hopefully this will be pretty close. So this is my drive with the retooled one. Looks like we're gonna probably go par here with both of them. And par's not bad. The best I've ever played on this specific course thus far, I think, is even par. So we're tied. I'm trying to see if I can let y'all see these. It'll come through to all the stamps. They're kind of cool. This one's got a little smiley face. If you can pick that up. Hole 1, par for both. All right, hole 2, par 3, 170 feet. Let's start with the prototype canyon. That's gonna be pretty short. Regular retooled canyon. That was better, but that'd be a pretty big putt for me, anyway, at my skill level. But I think we still got par safe in the bag for both of these so far. Prototype lie right here. Oof. I was probably in the way of the camera on that, but seems like a pretty good run. Retooled canyon. Yep, all right. I think we are paring it again. Prototype. Retooled. This plastic feels really good too. I like how it feels. It's a little, you see it's kind of flexy. This one feels a little bit like it's got a little bit more give to it than this. I really do like both of them. Even par still through 2 holes. So we got hole 3, par 3, 265 feet. I'll start with the prototype again. I mean, it held okay, but it definitely did come out of it. Nope. Retooled lie. Not a horrible lie from there. Prototype lie. Parked. All right, even par for the prototype. And +1 for the retool. Prototype, even par, retool. We're sitting at +1 going into hole 4. Hole 4, par 3, 365 feet. Starting with the prototype. Try to put a little bit more ante on this bogey boy right here, the retooled one. I think I outdrove the first one a little bit. Fun little round so far. I like these discs thus far. Oh, that's Yanksville. That may be, we'll see, that may be our first +1 on prototype. Well, we may be gonna get +1 on both of them. Hopefully I can scramble big long putt from there. Prototype lie. We'll make that for bogey. Retooled lie, and then I'm gonna go putt. All right, so now we are going to be +1 on the prototype and +2 on the retool. I'm not a pro by any means. I've played one tournament so far in my career, and it was a horrible day to play a tournament. It was 20+ mile per hour winds. It was raining. It was cold. It was not a great day to play a tournament. But I played that tournament in the MA4 division. I won by like 4 or 5 strokes, but I only had to play against one other guy. So that's that. But I'd like to get better. I understand aspirations for being an actual pro at this point. Probably not gonna happen, but I like sharing the journey with y'all. We can all get to know each other in the pot. Oh, this is hole 5, par 3. I think they're all par 3s. Couldn't exactly tell with my own eyes what the business was there. I know they're up there or more to the left. I know they end up a little further to the right, and I'm okay with being more to the left. Prototypes lie. Oof, retooled lie. Well, comment down below and tell me what's wrong with my form. Whoever gives me the tip to fix my 20-foot and longer putts to where I can start making at least 75%, I'll send some sort of free disc to you. I got a bunch. All right, so that's same scores, +1, +2, going into hole 6. Hole 6, 260 feet. There is a Mando also, just to the left, off the front of the tee pad. Well, I didn't miss the Mando technically, so that's good. Here goes the retool. That's going to be a much better lie than the prototype. Prototype does have a 1-stroke lead right now. Hopefully we'll just get these up shots dialed and we'll be good to go. Kind of rooting for the prototype right now. I don't know if that's just because I like the color better or what. Could it be something so shallow as that? All right, prototype up shot. Well, I don't know how great that's gonna be. Retool, upshot, go for a cheeky little hyzer line here. Looks parked to me. All things are possible with God. I say if this putt goes in, it's definitely God. Parked for bogey though. All right. Retool. Par for that, but still at +2. Proto, bogey, hole 7, 205 feet. We'll start with Mr. Proto. Mr. Proto. I'm gonna try a little forehand action. Oh, I mean, if I can get that, that would have been a good little flex. If I can do that with this one. Retool, canyon, forehand flex, cheeky little business here. Well, it didn't flex back. Now, with that prototype, if I hadn't hit that tree, I probably would have been in the basket. That retooled one, it didn't come back out of that left flying flight. Good news is, neither one of them landed in such a way that they're out of bounds. Prototype lie. Oh, that was close. I'll set up right here for the putts, and hopefully both of these are putts and we avoid any butts right now. The difference between putts and butts is that butts are not the traditional butts you may be thinking of. Putts, when you're putting for par or better and you make it, you're making putts like I just did there. Now, if you're putting and you miss for par or better, if you miss your par putt, that's definitely a butts. So make putts, not butts. Also, butts could very well be just if you have a bad drive, end up way short, hit a tree, go OB, stuff like that. But I think butts come into play much more frequently inside the putting green. Hole 8, 325 on the shorts. We're going prototype. I came out with much more hyzer than I expected. See if we can fix that problem on this one. I think we might have fixed that problem, but they were still pretty much both about the same length of a drive. Retool, fly, throw number 2. Probably a little shorter than I'd like it. Prototype lie, throw number 2. Let's get her up there, bud. Same thing. Let's get up here and make some putts, not butts. I am thankful for finding disc golf. I enjoy it. My wife actually just found a starter set at a yard sale a few years ago, and I just got hooked. Probably not as hooked as some people, but when I first started playing, I remember the first time I played, I want to say I was like 80 over par on the first course I played. A little starter set she found had a DVD tutorial in it, and I watched that, and I mean that's all the info I had. But so it didn't do good on the first time, but I was playing that summer, 100+ degree weather, just going after it. I really liked it, and I've stuck with it, enjoyed it. Prototype first. All right, biff to that one. Biff to that one. All right, so we're gonna be +3 on both. Put these in. That's gonna put us +3. Hopefully we can lock in on this last hole. Get a birdie, so at least we don't have a tie ball game. I know I look like my shirt, but that is not me. That is Eric Jenkins over at Eric Jenkins Disc Golf. I have watched his videos and enjoyed his story for a little while. The thing that turned me on to him was the fact that he's going for it. He just seems like a guy that is going for what he wants to do in terms of, you know, playing disc golf, having his disc golf channel and kind of making it his main goal. I appreciate that in people when they can go after what they want. So he is part of my inspiration for what I'm doing right now. Hole 9, 561 feet, par 4. Yeah. A little too hyzery there. Oh, yanked it. Yeah, these are overstable. Prototype lie here. Just dumping to their left, but it's a par 4. We get up and down from there. Retooled lie, take me all the way home, baby. Cuts like a knife. Don't know if I quite made it there. Looked like it landed right under the basket. I think I've made crazier putts than this. I've also missed easier putts than this. Oh, right under the basket. Here we go. Par. Thank you. And bogey, unfortunately. +3, +4. A nice lady clapped for me when I made my putt. Retooled Canyon coming out the champion on top with a 1-stroke lead against the prototype. There you have it.